Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. Man United absolutely scrape a win against Aston Villa to go through the next round of the FA Cup. I'll be honest with you straight off the bat, we do not deserve to go through to the next round. Villa dominated us, they scored more goals than us. Yes, they were offside and they were legit, not real goals, but you'd be lying to say if we deserve to go through at the end of the day. And some of the players again, shocking. Some of the players that's fans' favorites putting performances like that today, which we'll get to. I'm gonna mention the name. I'm gonna call them out in the show. So stay tuned, subscribe, smash a like, all that good stuff. But abysmal performance, Maloto. What do you think happened there, and how do you feel about that performance that United just gave us?
We have a lot of work to do. I think that's the simplest way to put what we just saw. We have a lot of work to do. And look, I think first 30 minutes, we're back at Palace. I do think there was some promising signs, to be honest, in the first 30 minutes. I think the press was the best we've seen, I think, since Ratnick has come. Maybe the Palace one can rival it, but I think it's the best we've seen, It was high press, we're in their face, we're aggressive. And on the ball as well. I just felt like there was a better sense of cohesion in the final third, And I noticed we would switch the ball wide a lot to create width. And it was clearly a tactical thing, McTominay did a lot, Bruno did it from time to time. And you could see that we've been working on something. And it was trying to come together, and there was a glimmer of hope. But it only lasted for 30 minutes. That's the issue, And beyond that, oh my God. Oh my God, where do I even start? I could write a book about the things we did wrong tonight, To start, in the first half, we just lose the ball way too many times, Way too many times, Especially that midfield of Scott and Fred. I know they scored the goal, which is impressive, and I think it's the best cameo, I don't know what to call it, but the best bit they've ever done at this club. And hopefully it's a sign of things to come.
It's not.
I would hold my breath, but they were losing the ball way too many times, And even the front players, the Brunos of this world, they're losing the ball way too many times, And we need to work on that. It's been a problem ever since Ole, We're not tidy enough with the ball, And as well in the final third, Ralph wants to play a very direct style. So when you get the ball, you have to make use of it, Go, go, go. Good passing, good 1-2s, and just finish the other team. We struggle to do that, We are too clumsy in the final third. We don't really seem to have the perfect idea. As much as I thought it was better, it wasn't perfect, And those are the type of things we need to work on, On the ball, it was better, but still not great. And then second half, jeez, my freaking life. Ole was back. Ole was back in the second half,
Ole, is that real?
We just sunk, and Villa dominated the play. They should have scored goals, They were very unlucky, and we were very lucky, And I'm starting to realize it's a tactical thing. And yes, these players, maybe we can question their character, and things have come out. And I'm not gonna start writing those things off, now. But I do think that tactically, these players are struggling. Are really struggling to adapt to the style. I think so. And it's frustrating. It's very frustrating because it comes to the realization that we're so far. We're so far, and we wanted it to happen overnight. But I feel like that change from what we used to play and what we play now is big. It's massive, especially with Ralph's style. Because I feel like with another manager style, if you want to play on the ball, I think it's simpler, just recycle the ball, just protect it, just hold it, just have the ball possession, and then the rest will follow. We'll get better at creating chances, Ralph's not really into that. Ralph wants us to be quick on the ball and just not dilly-dally on it, and that means less margin for error. That means less margin for error, And Ralph wants us to press really, really high for the 90 minutes, I don't know if we can do that. Maybe we have to find a way where we cool down at times, and sometimes we go full throttle. Because what happened in the second half, we couldn't press anymore. Because we couldn't press anymore, and because we don't try recycle the ball and try hold the ball, the only option left is to drop deep, And that caused a lot of problems because the other team will keep coming and coming and coming, and all we're doing is playing on the counter, and we're back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, So that won't work, And I feel like we just need to try find a better balance, because if you're in a situation where you can't press really high, I think the best thing to do rather than sink is to just get a feel of the ball, just hold a little bit more, Don't let Villa dominate so much, So I know I'm all over the place. That's because United was all over the place. So I just think we have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
I think so. And the scary thing is, we play Villa again this weekend. So Ralph has got another 5 days or whatever it is to get these players to try get another result against that team. Well, I honestly do believe they outplayed us today. Passed the midfield, created more chances. I mean, United, we can't create chances. I've said this so many times. We can't press. We can't kick the ball. We can't pass the ball. What can we do? Like, you just have to think, what can United do? We can't do anything.
Yeah. For me, the fact that it was a bit better in the first 80 minutes tells me that they're just struggling to get it. They're trying, as Ralph put it.
At least they're listening.
But, yeah, as he put it, they're trying. But they're struggling to get the style, And it's going to take longer than we would have wanted.
Oh, yeah, obviously. I guess positives for today. Somehow, some way we kept a clean sheet. Don't know how, but we did. We kept the clean sheet somehow, So, yeah, other than that. Oh, and the fact that we threw to the next round. Other than that, I've got nothing for United. I have got 0. And some of these players. Yeah, if I could get into some of these players, they wouldn't be walking out of the stadium today. They wouldn't be walking out of the stadium today. Yeah. But anyways, let's discuss the player ratings today. Starting with Mr. David De Gea, made a few good saves, kept a clean sheet. He was very lucky to keep a clean sheet. I think the team was in general lucky to keep a clean sheet. But I think again from De Gea, when the going is tough for United, especially De Gea performs kind of well, and this is why you don't drop De Gea. Even after everything that Dino wants, and he said, you just don't drop De Gea. So for me, De Gea, he can get a sell. Happy with his performance.
Yeah, he made some good saves here and there, and yeah, I can't really complain. We kept the clean sheet, so they had 2007.
Yeah. Fullbacks today, both of them start with Luke Shaw. These are my best. These are our best fullbacks at the club, I think, at the moment. These two are the best fullbacks we can play at the moment. So both Luke Shaw. I liked it today. Every time I watch Luke Shaw, I still like it. Defensively he's there. Offensively, neither him or Delo today were really offensive today. So, it's just I think that's a change of tactics thing today. Maybe Ralph was like, these fullbacks have been giving up so much that when we do get attacked again, there's no one defending by Rafael Varane. So, Luke Shaw was a bit defensive today. And we always said, fullbacks, the one thing they really are good at is defending. So, Luke Shaw, again, happy with his performance. Something made reckless tackles here and there, but I think that's just the way the game was. It got very heated towards the end. So yeah, again, happy with Luke Shaw's performance. I'll give Shaw a 7.
It was a tactical thing because Rashford was pretty wide. I wasn't playing.
Has no help from Rashford, by the way. This guy got no help from Rashford. Absolutely, fucking zero help.
But he was playing very wide, And I can imagine Mason did a similar thing. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough, But okay, they weren't playing in the same position, but I can imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Shaw, he was alright. I didn't see anything special, but I didn't see him. I think overall, every game he plays, or every game he's played ever since he's come back, I still think he's better than Tellez. I think Tellez.
He's a professional. That's what I think about Luke Shaw. He's a professional.
He's on the same level as Shaw is, and his game is tidy. So 7. I'm gonna go 6.5.
Okay, 6.5.
It's just above average.
6.5 for Luke Shaw. Champions League Varane. One man defense. One man. Victor Lindelof. I don't know if it was COVID recovery or if it was rust or whatever it is today. Scott and Fred don't help. Fullbacks, like I said, they do their thing on the wide. But at the end of it, we have Rafael Varane, and he defends one fucking man, and he didn't put his foot wrong today. So clever at the ball, knows when to put it out, knows how to pass. He's always composed. His recovery pace is there, and just look, even though Victor had a shambles of a game, we still somehow managed to keep a clean sheet and make less unforced errors at the back without Mr. Captain Barry Maguire, isn't it? So Varane's my man of the match. Didn't put a foot wrong for me. I'll give him an 8.
Oh, I haven't even thought of a man of the match. I don't know who deserves in this team, to be honest. Maybe it is Varane. But look, he doesn't have to do too much to be better than Maguire.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them don't. The standard isn't set very high in the centre back pairing. So yeah, I didn't see any mistake from what am I saying? Many. I didn't see any mistake from him, And he's clearly our best centre back,
Oh yeah,
And as you
why
say,
not?
1 defense. Yeah. So I want to bring him down to 7, but I think good game.
Man of the match.
I guess who else? I guess who else?
Champions League fella, the man of the match performance. Victor, yo, Victor, you get a high rating than Maguire's do, but what is going on today? Is that recovering from COVID? Was that rust? Because that was not Victor that I know. That was very sloppy from Victor, and I don't know what it is. Call it whatever you want. Make excuses for him if you want, but the scary thing is, like I said, as shite as he was, it's still less shite than Maguire is. You just think to yourself, how bad is Maguire actually? Then how really bad is Maguire? But yeah, Victor, I think you let Rafa down a lot as a partner, and I think performance today is exactly why you're gonna get dropped for bloody Harry Maguire again. Not that saying that if you performed well, you weren't gonna get dropped anyways, but you're supposed to put your name out there, and I don't think you did that today. Very sloppy, very fortunate that Rafa was beside you because there were so many chances. Your first touch, I went back to the air. Oh my god, they should have scored. Or Watkins hit the bar somehow. Watkins hit the bar. So you know what, you can't be making mistakes like that. I give you a 4.
Yeah, no, Watkins finished it. Oh.
Finished. Proper. That was a fatality. That was a fatality.
And I feel like Varane exposes these centre backs because you never get these sus moments with Varane.
Yeah.
Yes, there was that one after he came back from injury, but I think that was more of a fitness thing. But even Bailly has good games. There's those games. It's like, okay, that happened. So the standard. I don't know. Maybe we need new centre backs.
Yeah, we do. Remember last season, or even the season before that? I told you guys, if it was up to me, I'd get 2 new centre backs. I hate them both.
Yeah, but overall, what I saw today, I liked more than Maguire. Honestly,
that's not hard. It's not really hard.
And the armband around Bruno, Victor, and Varane playing, I was like, you know what, let's just keep this.
Yeah,
honestly,
this defense I'd keep also. I just keep this defense, honestly.
And I kept the clean sheet. Maguire didn't keep a clean sheet in the last game, so I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna be nice and give him a 5.5. He kept the clean sheet.
I don't think he can. I think De Gea and Rafa kept the clean sheet today. Delo, I think same thing with Luke Shaw. I think he's in very good form. I think defensively is something where it's always just like, that's why you play Aaron Bissaka, because he's been so bad defensively this season. Different grave from Delo. Different grave. He's been getting the games. Defensively, he's put in a shift. Offensively, he's definitely clear of Aaron Bissaka, and there's always been that question. And he's stepping up to it. He's showing why he should be the first team right back. And I think for me, he's definitely the first team right back. As much as I love Aaron Bissaka, I still rate him as a right back. Defensively, I think that you don't really get a right back better than Aaron. So, but Delo is stepping up to the plate, and I think also same like Luke Shaw. I just give him a 7. Tidy performance today. Got injured, lucky, came back on, played with it. Proper champion too.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about this. My phone is acting up now. But yeah, no. I think it's become clear that it was more a matter of game time than Delo, maybe not being good enough to play in this team. You can see me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's clear it was more a matter of game time than Della maybe not being good enough, because now he looks good. He honestly looks good. Going forward, as you say, he didn't play very high today, but he just looks so...
Step overs today was too much. Step overs today was too much.
He was taking on defenders like they were nothing, And it was entertaining to watch, even if it wasn't very fruitful. And then defensively, he's solid, There isn't those gaping holes we've seen in the past with Della, So, yeah, no, I'm impressed with him. And I think this is our 2. I think this is the 2 that's going to play the most. I think we haven't seen them. Have we seen them play together before? I don't think we have,
I don't really
think
so, yeah.
I think this is the start of something. And, yeah, I really enjoy watching them. Hopefully this is the start of this whole new backline. With
There's no chance. There's no chance.
It's not. But, yeah, and I'll agree with the 7. I like Della's performance. And I was a bit worried, You know, when you start getting worried when people get injured, it means they're doing something right.
Yeah, true. Very true. Even I liked Aaron, but when he went down to it, I was like, oh no, 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 not like that. So I guess you're right when it comes to that. Now we get the Chuckle Brothers. Scotty and Freddie. Let's start with Scott. Actually, not. I'll put it go with them both. Scott's got a goal. Fred puts in lovely ball. Right, so Scott goal, Fred assist. Next up, nothing. How you put a donut performance in midfield after you score and assist a goal? I have got no clue. I have got no clue. You know the one pass, I think Varane cleared it or somebody cleared it, and it went to Scott, but Scott let it go through his legs and it went straight to the Villa player at the edge of the box. I was like, you're having a laugh, Scott. You fucking having a laugh. Other than that, Scott doesn't want the ball. Fred can't keep the ball. Fred can't pass the ball. Fred can't do anything with the ball. And Scott, he just hides. And he hides and he hides, and it's just not a defensive midfielder. So this is a guy who scored, and this is a guy who assists the goal today, and this is a match winners. And I'd probably give Scott a 4, and I'd give Fred a 3.
Okay, I think it violates.
I'm not. They did nothing. They absolutely did nothing. There's nothing. Nothing. Fucking nothing. Dead midfield.
Look.
I put you in midfield. You fucking bossed this midfield. Villa bossed our midfield today. We didn't win. Today we didn't play well. I don't care. You scored the goal. You were shit today. Fucking shit.
I just want to touch on that. You know, I just kind of feel like, and I said this briefly in the last reaction. I kind of feel like we're getting trapped in this whole thing by the media, that we need to see an instant turnaround. I mean, it's going to take time. You know, it was never going to happen overnight, to be honest. And like I said, I feel like Ragnick's tactics are just different. You know, I feel like I don't think any of these players ever played football like this. You know, so it is always going to take time. And let's move away from specifically media. I just feel like anything with Manchester United just gets sensationalized. You know. So yes, I think it's the burden of being the most famous club in the world, you know. So the biggest club in the world, you know. But I do feel like maybe we do need to be a bit patient with the players and with Ralph, you know. But with Scott, I feel like there's a direct correlation between us pressing high and being intense and Scott playing well.
Scott is box to box. Deep. Yeah, that's the thing. Scott is a box to box.
Yeah. And us dropping deep and Scott playing bad, you know. Because when we do that, and he has the freedom and doesn't have to worry about defending too much, you know. As I said, he was hitting those switches, you know. He was hitting long balls in midfield, you know. He was getting in the box, he scored. So I feel like as soon as the team can do that consistently over 90 minutes, Scott won't be a great player. It's never going to happen. But I do feel like we are going to get more out of Scott. But once you're asking Scott to go deep and make tackles and be defensively solid,
then dominate the midfield.
And dominate the midfield. It's never going to happen, you know. And the fact that he can't dominate the midfield, that is the basis of a Manchester United defender, a midfielder. So it's not going to work. I feel like Scott's a player you bring off the bench to get a goal, or to give us an oomph going forward, you know. So he should never be starting. But sadly, Ralph just doesn't have any other options right now. And then Fred, he got the assist, so that's all we can say. But beside that, where was Fred? Where was Fred today, you know? And defensively, yeah, he's playing a shocker. He's been, I forgot who the player was, but he's been turned left, right, and center by Villa players, you know.
Ramsey, I think it was.
Yeah. And as Troy Gini once said, you just target him, and you know.
Yeah. It's fun, you know. Ever since I've heard that comment, also, I've been just paying attention to every time the ball comes to Fred. And honestly, his first touch, oh my god, it's actually disgusting. It's actually disgusting. So yeah.
But I'll give them both 5. 5 Scots, 4 Fred.
This is the players who scored a goal. The player who scored a goal and assisted a goal, by the way. They're getting this rating. Yeah. Tells you everything I need to know. Anyways, Bruno, I don't even know. I don't know. There's moments I thought we got the old Bruno, you know. Then there was moments where it just looked like we got the current Bruno. But yeah, like I was saying, moments we looked like we had the current Bruno, it's just not informed. But yeah, the armband today, you know, I thought they showed a bit more fight today, some more passion from Bruno. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about Bruno today. You know, I feel like it's a 6, but like because it's Bruno, it's like a 5. So I'm just gonna give him a 5. I think if we had Sancho, even Martial, or even Doherty, Pogba, they probably put in a better performance. So yeah, I think give Bruno a 5.
Look, I've been arguing it with everyone I can argue it with, and defending Bruno. But like, there's something off about Bruno. There's something off about Bruno, and it's just not the same Bruno we're used to. You know, He- he's lacking that stardust. You know, and I feel like, as you keep saying, it's just a lot of hero balls, honestly, and it's just not extremely productive. And I don't know what needs to happen for us to get Bruno back. Honestly, I don't know if he's also struggling to adjust to
I
a
think he's
new way of
definitely,
playing.
yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
definitely struggling in the system.
yeah. So I feel like Ralph needs to make a plan, you know. And I don't know. I just feel like Ralph might get tempted to play Sancho and Mason. I just feel like he's that type of manager. You're like, you're Bruno. I'm not interested. You're on the bench, you know. So let's just hope it doesn't get to that because Bruno in form and Bruno playing at his best is best for us, you know. So yeah, I think five is being nice. Honestly, I don't know what he did today, but I'm gonna give him a five.
Five being athletic. That's tough, out, yeah. Then we go to Mason. You know, I can see that Mason is trying to be creative. You know, I can see he's trying. He clearly, like, you know, sometimes his distribution of the ball, I must say, I'm highly impressed with it. Some of the long balls and the switches that Mason can do is really good, and I have been impressed. But then you get the chance, it's through on goal. Rashford's there for a tap in. He doesn't pass. And I'm just there like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Then he's shooting from ridiculous angles still, and I'm like, wow, wow, wow. Yes, he's a striker. He's a striker. I would agree with that. You know, he's a striker. But if you're gonna play in that position, Mason, you got to be a bit more mature about it. You know. So I've seen glimpses, but it's not good enough. And honestly, yeah, I don't know with Mason. I'll just give him a Sancho today. Definitely Sancho today. So I'll give Mason probably a 4 as well.
So that's just something I didn't touch on when I was reviewing the game. I feel like we were much better on the counter press today, and we were winning a lot of balls in this area. But I feel like we weren't really making use of
Bruno
it.
especially. But actually, that's the one thing I can give credit for today. Bruno was the guy winning the ball in this situation.
Maybe,
So, yeah.
maybe. But I saw Rashford, I saw Mason, I saw them all win the ball up there, but it ends up nowhere, you know. So just a little bit more coordination, you know. And I think with time, hopefully it will come, you know. And I just get a feeling that he wants to play Mason there. I get a feeling that he wants to put Sancho on the bench and play Mason there. And I think that's because of, as he keeps calling them, those the heavy metal type of footballer, you know, that aggression on the ball, you know. And I think Mason knows that. He has all of that, you know. He's very aggressive, he's explosive, and he's all about shooting and just making something out of nothing, you know. And okay, maybe I'm disrespecting Sanchez. Sanchez is a brilliant player, one of the best players in the world, you know. But I just feel like he's more of a mold of a Ragnick type of player, and I think we're all gonna see a lot of him. But maybe it'll be that type of situation where they're both sharing the role, you know. So we'll see. But Mason today, I just think he was okay. Honestly, I didn't think it was anything amazing, you know. And yeah, you know, I just feel like in the final third, we're not amazing. We just looked decent for 30 minutes, but beyond that, it just looked like everybody's on top of everyone, you know. Either that or the boss is not getting to those players to make it happen, you know. And that was under Ole as well, you know. So he's having to inherit that, plus implement a more complicated, if you like, playing style, you know. So it is a big job. It's a big job that Ralph has there, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna argue with you for. I didn't see what he did really.
4 for Mason. Oh, God. God, give me strength there. Yeah, give me
One.
strength. Give me
One
strength! Fucking Rashford, huh? Twat. Prat. Honestly, I'd send him to Ipswich. I want him in politics. Get him the fuck out of the football club. I'm tired to death with him. He's a stinky footballer. He's always been fucking stinky. He's trash. 0 out of 10. No effort. No determination. The fact that the Old Trafford fans are praising when you're getting subbed off says it all. It says it all, Rashford. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past you if you were in one of those cliques, huh? I wouldn't put it past you if you were in one of those cliques against Ralph. Especially, I've seen enough evidence. Heck, when Ollie criticized you for something so small, he had to come out the next day and apologize about it as well. Fuck off. 0 out of 10. Absolute dog shit player.
What's going on here? We don't know what, but there's something.
I don't care what's going. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm had it up to you. If that was Martial today, he would have been absolutely left for dead. And there's no excuse for Rashford. No bloody excuse.
To be honest, Rashford's been poor even for Ole for some time. And the last time Rashford was good was that season him and Tony got 20 goals. And we haven't had that Rashford for a long time. And I just don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's reached Walcott levels.
I think that's disrespectful to Theo Walcott.
Like, he's so basic as a footballer, you know? Like, this is how we tend to describe English footballers that are overhyped. Rashford has turned into that. You know, he's quick, but then beyond that, what can he do? Nothing, you know? And he will try to take on 50 men and end up nowhere.
You know what pissed me off also today? That Bruno one where Bruno should have passed, but he shot. And then, if that was Ronaldo, that's a fucking goal. It's a fucking goal if that was Ronaldo. What's Rashford doing? Sulking, walking back. He pisses me off. He honestly pisses me off. Him, Maguire, and McFred are the most annoying players in this United team, without a doubt.
Yeah. It's the simplest of passes. That's the most annoying thing. Like, passes I would make.
50 yards through on goal as well. I don't know if you remember the one. He was through on goal 1-on-1. And he had two players available. Didn't pass, fucks it up, and he was 1-on-1. Nah, fam.
Jonas does that.
Dog shit.
In the past, we blamed Ole. We said maybe Ole saying go for it. But, like, Ole's not. Ole ain't here anymore.
That's what I'm saying. So, this is a Rashford. He's just shit. He's actually just shit. Which is sad, which is very sad, but he's actually just shit.
There must be something. You can't go from he might be one of the best left wingers in the world to he doesn't belong in the team.
Ipswich. That's where he should go.
You know? So, I don't know. And like, because he's from Manchester, there's this thing deep down your heart that wants to keep giving him chances, but he doesn't deserve them. You know? He's basically our Lingard now. Lingard's already here. He's basically Lingard from that season. We were slating him, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's saddening. 0. There's nothing more I can say.
I think 0 is kind to you, Rashford. I'll be honest. I nice you at the 0. Damn, Rashford. Twat. Absolute twat, Rashford. Anyways, I told you, I'm done feeling sympathy with these players. I'm absolutely done. You know, Cavani. Oh, Ronaldo's the fucking problem. Oh, Cavani was so much better today than Cristiano Ronaldo. I tell you what. No. Just wake up, smell the coffee. This team is fucking shit. Whether it's Martial, Cavani, Mason, put whoever the hell you want up front, they won't do nothing. And the saddest thing is today, Cavani had no chances. Absolutely no chances. And I would have defended Ronaldo if it was the same position. The only difference between Ronaldo and Cavani is Cavani had a half a chance that Ronaldo puts away. That's the only difference. But other than that, I actually feel sorry for Cavani. Because he doesn't get anything. Absolutely nothing. And he's not Ronaldo, he's just going to pull out a goal out of his ass. Out of nowhere, okay? It's just not one of those things. But all this talk about how Ronaldo's the problem, shut up. I'm tired. I'm tired of this team. And I'm tired of some fans, So, Cavani, I feel sorry for you. But again, what did you do? What did you do? And Rashford pelted the ball at your head. He knuckleballed it straight at your head, So, ish. I give Cavani a 3 for appearance.
Yeah, the problem is that Manchester United sometimes is just beyond me because this striker thing is persisting and it's clearly a problem, But then when you try to explain it, you just don't know where to start, because you can say yes, Rashford and Mason are selfish, but then we've seen Sancho play, we've seen Sancho and Bruno play, but then we still find that Cavani and Ronaldo are still struggling with chances, And then you look at Villa, where Gerrard's been there for 2 seconds and they create chances easy. They can move the ball well, so what's the difference, So, yeah, it's weird at United.
Villa players don't have egos like United who think they're better than they actually are.
And I hear your ego thing, and maybe it is that. And in the past, we've heard Jose Mourinho talk about football heritage, about how... yeah, I know you made a whole thing about it.
I just thought about the meme. This is
you made a point, like there's just so much baggage that you get when you come in as a new manager, and that just can't be erased overnight, So at United, I've gone to a point where it seems like once one part gets fixed, once you patch up one hole, another one's gonna leak, somewhere else, and like I don't know anymore. I'm done trying to explain it because I'm starting to feel like every time I open my mouth trying to explain United, I'm just talking rubbish, honestly. So yeah, I don't know about Cavani. Ralph praises him. He talks about his hold up and all that, but then
I've got no
like
balls, fam. You got no
we
balls
don't see
between
it.
those legs. None. Zero.
Yeah, we don't see it. Honestly, I don't know what Cavani does.
Cavani is a
But then,
bench player. That's what he is. That's why you bring him off the bench. That's all he's good for. He's
but
in
here's
the
the thing.
gala. That's what he is.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing where there's a glimmer of hope. We can't see what Cavani is doing. We couldn't see what Tony was doing at time to time. Sometimes, beside the goal scoring, we don't see what Ronaldo's doing. So there's clearly a pattern there.
Yeah, obviously.
Because all three players can't just suck at the same thing, So it's clearly a pattern. But as I just said, explaining it is a different story, So I don't know. I'm gonna give him a 1. What did Cavani do today? What did Cavani do today? Gets a 1 for me.
Cavani, yeah. Yo, Marshall, boy, yo, I miss you. Just know I love you. Just know I love you. I miss you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Tony. The things I'd do to watch you one more time in a United shit. Yeah, I'd cry. I'd tell Rashford, Cavani, everyone just to keep you at the club, Tony. I miss you, I'll be honest with you. I miss you and Pogs. Yo, you and Pogs. I'm dying for you guys to come back. But it is what it is. This is another Pratt. It was already on the strings. I already feel it. He's on the strings already. It might get better over time. He's on the fucking strings. This guy got no balls between his legs. Guy will come back in the team. Rashford will keep on playing. Nothing's gonna change. You're on the game. Shit football. Gerrard is clear of you. I'll give you a 4.
Okay, let me spark a debate. I want to disagree, because I have been sus about Ralph as well, as we both expressed. But, what I've taken from this game and from everything that's been happening this week is that this guy needs time. No.
He needs more than 10. This guy needs Jesus.
I think he needs time, and I look at the team, and I don't know. I maybe kind of get what he's trying to do. I get why maybe he likes McFred because of how tenacious they are. We've heard that on the
Dude, may I know what Ralph is?
But
This is not Ralph. This is Ralph with strings on his fucking backside the whole time. This is not Ralph. I'm telling you, this is not Ralph.
here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. Ralph wants his players to press high, and cover ground. There's no one better. It just comes down to that right now, Maybe Donny, but then he's basically said in his Donny comments that he feels like he's not ready, He's basically said that players must keep working and training and they get that chance. In other words, I don't think Donny's doing the right things.
That's what you think. What I see every week in a United shit is telling me a whole different story. Ralph has been here for how many weeks? How many years have we been watching United? How many times have we seen Donny come on and put in a better performance? I'm not having. I know more about United than Ralph. That's just how it is.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just feel like
I would have the fucking balls not to play certain
maybe
players.
overhyping the dude. Maybe he needs to take a leap of faith, But I just feel like he wants those midfielders who can. I think for him the basis is the ability to press. If he can do that, he's one of those people who says we can work with it. Maybe that's not a very good quality, but I think that's the basis, And he feels like in that regard, McFred maybe is the best he can go. I've never thought in my life I'd be defending McFred, but I just feel like it's going to take time because the fact that I did see glimpses of what we're trying to do in the first 30 minutes, and then I can see why it's falling away. Like I can explain why it's falling away. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not the tactical master. I think I am, but I just feel like we can't press over 90 minutes because maybe we're just not fit enough to do that because we've never played that style, So I just feel like these type of things just need time, and I'm willing to give Ralph benefit of the doubt. So because of that, I can't give him a bad rating, but I'm obviously not going to give him a brilliant rating because I don't think that you can't just do that when the performance is bad, So I'm gonna go with the 7.
So yeah. Listen, I'm not Ralph out or anything. I've seen already the signs that will not change. One is that he's got no balls. 100% he's got no balls. 2, his tactics haven't worked yet. And that's the only hope that I have. I don't care who you pick. If it starts working, it's gonna start working, and I'll be there better. Now, third thing, you are better than Oli. It's not hard to be better than Oli, so we're just standing in the mud. So it's not hard to be better than Oli. You keep clean sheets. It is what it is. But like I said, you're not gonna learn rough, and you're gonna learn the hard way. You pick these players. You're okay. See what happens. See what happens in a couple of years. See what happens in a couple of months when they throw you under the bus. Let's just see what happens. So, like I said,
let me take this down a different route, and I don't know if I should. The way these players are performing, I start wondering. And I'm not saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a good manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a crap manager, and I'm not defending him. But I start wondering to myself, how much was the bad play style down to Ole, or these players just for some odd reason struggling to?
No, it was both. That's why it was so bad. That's why it was so bad. Because Ole is shit, and then the players were shit as well.
Yeah, because a lot of times where he kept saying we're improving in training. We're improving in training, and it was crap. A lot of times, there's already been a few times where Ralph has said that it was crap. I take it back.
Ralph is honest though. Like, that's the thing. Ralph is honest. He'll be like, yeah, today wasn't good. Today wasn't good. What is that?
I remember, I go back to Jose Mourinho. Remember that 3-2 comeback against Newcastle around that period, And I remember after the game, we won, but we started pulling. And after the game, the guy who was doing the questions like, what's the problem? You guys can't start one. And Jose Mourinho literally said, I don't know. We're working in training, but we're struggling to translate.
No, it's not. Ralph is not on the pitch. That's the thing. He's just not on the pitch. But the thing is, he picks Rashford. He picks him. He does. He picks him. He leaves Sancho at home. He leaves certain players at home. He's gonna pick Maguire next week. He's gonna pick this guy. He's not gonna play Donny. That's on Ralph. I'm not gonna defend Ralph for that. That's on Ralph. He's got the power to tell Maguire, "Fuck you," on the bench.
Yeah, I'll agree there.
He's got the power to tell Rashford, "Fuck you," on the bench. He's done it to Tony. Who knows what's gonna happen with Pogba? So why doesn't he have enough balls to drop the Glazers fans? The guys who line their pockets like Rashford, the Maguires. I've seen enough.
The Maguire one is one I agree with. I feel like he should have been stripped of the captain a long time ago. Because he's not captain material. It's obvious. He's not. You can't be captain if you can't take up your own performance. I feel like that's the base of being captain,
Can't be captain if you've been relegated 4 times and never won a trophy in your life.
Yeah, especially when you got Bruno and Ronaldo. Maybe not Bruno right now. Ronaldo's in the team, It's a bit insulting to Ronaldo, actually. Why is Ronaldo?
Ronaldo needs to leave, For the sake of his career, he must leave. For Ronaldo and Agus, I'm gone. See you later. You know what? It was a nice trip down memory lane. I'm tired of you guys. I'm out. I'm out. I deserve better than this. So.
Yeah, but I feel like at the basis we probably need a lot of new players. Maybe not all of them.
No, all
I
of
feel
them.
like
all.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Varane is a player I'd keep. I'd keep Shaw. Delo, Bruno. There's a few who make it up, but like we need probably 3 new midfielders. We need to bin Rashford probably. I don't know. I don't know if we need to. Maybe we need to bench him and make him a bench player. Maybe he'll get his act together like that.
His ego is too big. His head on that body is too big to just sit bench. I'm telling you. Rashford needs to get fired and needs to go into politics. Because he's not a footballer.
I'm struggling to explain the Rashford one, honestly. Because for me, he's always struck me as the humble guy. He's never struck me as the kind of guy who throws the tantrum when he's not playing.
But there's a problem at United. You can be humble and everything. These players definitely believe they're way better than they think they are. And that's the fucking problem. And that you can't really fix. And Ralph doesn't have the balls to fix it. That's the difference. There's the thing again. Ralph won't tell Rashford right now to his face. Well, who do you think you are? We're like, who do you actually think you are? He's not gonna tell Rashford that. No chance. He can be like,
what matters to do it though?
I would. I'll fucking tell Rashford right now. Get the fuck out of the team. I don't care. At Indo, I have 2 amazing players. For example, this is a whole different level, obviously. Indo, I got 2 players. They know they are. They're probably gonna watch. One is a winger. One is a midfielder. Absolute star players. If they are fucking shit, or they're gonna have it, they're gonna go on that bench and they're gonna think about their life. I have sworn 30-year-old men in my indoor team with their wives sitting right next to them. And Mr. Ralph Ragnick at United, who gets paid a salary, doesn't have the balls to tell players like
this.
It's
the thing though. Ralph's only been here for 2 minutes, So what's his base on saying that, I feel like he doesn't have much of a standing to say things like that, And you kind of want to ease yourself in, I get what you're coming from because you've experienced Rashford for so long that you know what the problem is. You know what's wrong with this lad, And yeah, I don't know if Ralph can do that right now. I don't
I
think
don't
it's
think
safe.
Ralph will ever do it. I think that's why we didn't get Conte. Because Conte is the type of guy who's going to tell Rashford that. Off the bat, he'll tell Rashford that. So.
Stop on it. Like I feel like there's just so many problems with this club that we could go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many elements to this problem that it's just too heavy.
That's the thing we need to liquidate. And honestly, we just need to liquidate. We need to all find new clubs because I'm tired of this club. And they shit. They don't deserve us. They don't deserve my time. They don't deserve my energy. They don't deserve my passion. Because they're not giving us anything back. It's just we have vibes now, innit? We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. It's probably gonna get even worse. We're just here in it. So it's what us fans do. We gotta put up with the shit. Whether they get paid at the end of the day, we suffer.
As I said at the beginning, the scary thing is, it seems like we still have so much to do. After this week, after everything that's gone on, you probably would hope that, we're about to turn a corner this Monday. Better football, but it just seems like it's just gonna take much longer. So that means we might be dropping more points, and we can't afford to be dropping points right now.
Yeah. But it is, fam. Is there anything else you wanna say, Mr. Moon?
I don't know. I hope it gets better. I hope
Hey,
Ralph.
I wish I had a 1 rand for every time you said those words. Or anyone has said those words. I hope it gets better. Yeah, if you really
All I say, if I could ask Ralph one question, both Ralph and Ole, one question, it would be, what is so bad about Donny van der Beek?
I would love to know as well. I'd ask them questions. There's 1,000 other problems and 1,000 other questions you can ask. But for the love of God, I'd ask the same question. Guys, what's wrong with Donny? Bring me to training one day, and if I see Donny like rolling in the dirt the whole time, I'm like, okay, okay, I don't know what's wrong. But clearly, when I see him play in the matches, this is way better than Scott and Fritz. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today. That I was just sitting there when Donny came on. I was like, I'd love to be a journalist and just ask Ralph straight, why isn't Donny playing? Like, what?
He wouldn't give that answer.
Yeah, so I don't know. Donny, I feel for you, boy. What I do love about our fans today is how they non-stop sang Donny's name today. One way, Donny van der Beek, na 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 na. So that was nice to hear. But anyways, smash a like, subscribe if you're new. We play Villa again at the end of the week. God help us. God help us, United fans. It is what it is. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a tactical video. Hey, I don't know what to do then. Either Champions League, Varane, Trashford, who knows? Let's just see what happens. We'll go with the flow, innit? So smash a like, subscribe if you're new, check out our socials, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.